President tweeting immigrant crime data from the state of Texas. Well, now there's plenty of dispute over those numbers. So let's bring in the Attorney General of Texas, Ken Paxton, to set the record straight. And Angel mom, Sabine Durden, her son Dominic, was killed by an illegal immigrant. We welcome you both tonight. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I want to read a little bit of this. The president tweeted this. He says the Trump portrait, he's quoting someone talking about him, of an unstable border crisis is dead on. In the last 2 years, ICE officers made 266,000 arrests of aliens with criminal records, including those charged or convicted of 100,000 assaults, 30,000 sex crimes, and 4,000 violent killings. But Mr. Attorney General, I want to contrast that with something we got from Cato. They say, we estimate that native-born Texans had a first-time criminal conviction rate of 683 per 100,000 natives in 2016. In the same year, we estimate that illegal immigrants had a first-time criminal conviction rate of 462 per 100,000 illegal immigrants, 32% below that of native-born Americans. Can all these things be true?
Yeah, look, I don't know the accuracy of their study, whether it's true or not, but what I do know is that we do have crime on the border. I know that drugs are coming across the border. I know that there's human trafficking. I know that there's all kinds of crime, including we have murders, hundreds of murders. And so you just need to talk to a couple of those families and see if they think those statistics from Cato really matter when it's affecting individual lives in our state and in my state.
Yeah, and Sabine, I want to give you a chance to answer that directly. I want to read something after the president's speech last Tuesday night, talking to the country, talking to the nation from the Oval Office about this issue. The Progressive responds this way. The headline is "The Wall, the perfect prop for Trump's racist stagecraft." They say Trump falsely claims, after listing several heinous crimes, that undocumented immigrants are making us less safe, at one point asking, how much more American blood must we shed before Congress does its job? They go on to say several studies have illuminated the opposite is true. The United States would actually be less safe without undocumented immigrants. As somebody who's suffered this directly and personally, I want to give you a chance to respond to that.
It's absolute insanity, because one death is one too many. I don't care if it's 10%, 100%, 50%. And I'm tired of hearing about that illegals commit less crimes. They should commit zero crimes. This is my son. That's all I have left of him is ashes. And this is not a manufactured crisis. This is real. This affected my life. It destroyed my family. And I'm tired of being insulted and re-victimized by politicians who don't speak up for us. They speak up for illegals, for lawbreakers. I'm a legal immigrant. I stood in line. I didn't drag my son across borders or push him through a fence. And we need to stand behind our president, because he's doing what will save other families from suffering like I do and still do. It's almost 7 years, and it doesn't get any easier.
Sabine, what would you say to people on both sides of the aisle who have not gotten this done, whether it's border protection, whether it's a physical barrier? What is your message about this impasse and the fact that nothing's getting accomplished on that front by either party?
I want each one of those people, whether they like what our president does or not, whether they agree with the wall, imagine their child on a slab in a morgue, and they get to kiss that child or their loved one for the last time because somebody else didn't protect them. That wall will absolutely protect us. It will slow everything down, and we can start cleaning up within the country and get back to normal helping American citizens, not illegals. We need that money for our own people. And as long as we have veterans sleeping out on the street and American kids hungry, I think that's where we need to start. So they need to get with it. And I still challenge Pelosi and Schumer, come meet my son. Meet me face to face. Give me 5 minutes. I just want to mother to mother look you in the eyes and ask you if you want to feel this way.
Well, Sabine, we cannot begin to imagine what you have been through. And we thank you for sharing your story. And hopefully it's going to get through to people across party lines to actually get something done. Mr. Attorney General, thank you for being with us as well.
Thanks for having me on.